We are stacking up, we're chipping up 120k for the win plus bounties. I'll probably be gambling a little bit more than I should because I can't resist winning some bounties. I couldn't resist because I'm a degenerate. So we just won another bounty and we have, what, 900k. Hello, welcome back to a very special video. The lads have caught up with me. We were not planning on making a video of this 1650 mystery bounty. I had a nice little Twitter thread going on yesterday tracking my progress, and I bagged 337,000 chips, which brought me back in the money on day 2, and I've already pulled one mystery bounty. They wanted to wait to film it, but I couldn't resist because I'm a degenerate, so I pulled it out of the bag. Sadly, it was 1,000 euros, which is the minimum you can win. But we're now here, we're gonna film it, we're gonna vlog it. We've got 60 players left. We are stacking up, we're chipping up, and hopefully with 120k plus bounties up top, we can make a deep run at it. Let's go. One of the 25Ks is gone, so they can't both be 25K. But I'd say 5K. Look. So I already pulled one, so I have 1,000 euro. Now I have 2 more. I've only ever pulled a minimum bounty in 11 attempts. 2 please, slow. Feeling real good already. That's okay. That's okay. It's always 1,000. Ay, ay, ay. All right, we are on a break now. 33 players left. You just saw I pulled 2 bounties. That's 3 bounties total for an unfortunate 3 minimum bounties, which it feels a bit crass, I guess, to be sad to win 1,000 euros, but that is the minimum you can win. So 3,000 plus, I think another 3,000 locked up. We got 6K. Just got moved to a new table. I just tried to 3-bet a hand. I got 4-bet all in. I had to fold. I guess the pace is going to slow down a little bit now, but we have about 700,000 chips. Big blinds, 25K coming back. So just shy of 30 bigs, or maybe just about 30 big blinds, slightly above average. 120k for the win plus bounties. One of the 25k is already gone, but there's still some good ones in there, right? There's 15k, 10ks, 5ks, so still a lot in the bounty price pool. It's kind of quite an unusual spot for me because I've not been this deep in a mystery bounty before, so I'm trying to work out how much the bounty is worth, how much I should be gambling. If I had to guess, I'll probably be gambling a little bit more than I should because I can't resist winning some bounties. Hopefully win some more, but yeah, good spot, 33 left.
This hand is going to start with a short stack shove. I pick up the ace-4, and we know in this tournament there are bounties on the line, and boy, do I want that bounty. So I shove all in for 435,000 chips. That's just over 20 big blinds. The only player left to act is in the big blind, and we have incredibly close amount of chips. Obviously, I have a good hand. I have the ace blocker. I'm hoping that he just gets out of my way. But within seconds, the worst thing imaginable happens. He snap calls. I table my ace-4. I'm up against king-8 against the short stack, but I'm dominated by ace-9 behind me, and my bounty hunting has got us in a whole world of trouble. I've got 3 outs, but 6-7-7 on the flop means we have an opportunity for chops. The turn, a queen of clubs. We need to pair the board, or a miracle with 1 card to come. Can we stay alive in this tournament? Boom! Yes, we can. 4 on the river. And not only am I not being eliminated, I'm going to win the main pot for around 800,000 chips. Yes, it's the 4 of clubs. Yes, King 8 of clubs makes a flush. Yes, we don't win the bounty, but my tournament life just got saved on the river.
Yeah, look. Can't wait. Bounty number 4, 125k, 115k, 4 10ks, 5 5ks, 32 1ks. 1k wouldn't be me. Not going to happen. And I've won. And I missed a hand strike. Another 1,000. That's 14 mystery bounties lifetime now, I think. 4 minimum. When will something good happen to me? Seriously though.
When will something good to me happen, he asks. Well, how about this? We're going to raise Ace-Jack to 80,000 at 2040, and our opponent, after some deliberation, shoves all in for 10 blinds. Of course, I'm happy to call with Ace-Jack, and with the added sweetener of a mystery bounty, I confidently table a very strong hand from the button, but for just 10 big blinds, disaster strikes, inhalation of breath. Our opponent has Ace-King. We are in big trouble for a large portion of our stack. We need lightning to strike twice, and in the window, help, Jack 5 deuce. We got there, now hold, and we do. Disaster for our opponent, but a huge stack of chips headed our way, and of course, yeah, toss it over. There it is. Another mystery bounty to pull out of the treasure chest.
Yeah, 15 left. Money jump's getting pretty serious now, or about to get pretty serious. We have 1 bounty unpulled. A lot of work still to do, but very, very good spot to sit. Okay, so we have about 20 big blinds. There's a raise under the gun. There's a 3-bet in front of us by a player who's been quite busy, quite active. I look down, I've got pocket queens. Very excited, we have a very easy all-in. I actually cover the guy who's 3-bet as well, so potentially playing for a bounty. I shove all in, but it goes fold and a quick fold, so he was clearly at it, fooling around. We pick up some chips here with queens. To my left is the chip leader. We have around 20 big blinds. I limp with a queen 3 of diamonds. I think when he covers me, he kind of wants to play a reasonable amount of checks to still have the opportunity to play for my bounty, which at this point is probably worth 6,000 or 7,000 euro, which is still quite a lot given the pay jumps. So he checks. The flop is Jack 4-3. I can go either way with my hand and keep life a little easier for myself. I bet 110,000 just to deny some equity. He peels in position. The turn is a king. I check. He checks. The river is a 3. I don't think he has many flushes. I don't think he has many kings. I think he probably wants to bet these hands to try and get, max value, get me all in by the river. So I think he's going to have some jacks, some ace highs, some weaker pairs. I go very small because I probably want to value bet my ace jack at the very least, and maybe some kings that I turn and play trappy with. So I go for a small bet. I go 115,000. He calls very quickly. I show him 3 of a kind. He mucks, and we chip up again. We then get into another blind v blind confrontation. Same player. I have ace 8 offsuit. He covers me still, and there are a lot of shorter stacks, so I don't really want to raise, call it off with ace 8. I don't really want to limp jam either. I think our hand plays quite nicely. For a limp to 80k, he makes it 225. I would probably limp jam lower, like ace deuce, ace 3, ace 4 or something, but I limp call the ace 8. Flop comes a very nice 8-4-3 rainbow, so we flop top pair, top kicker. Obviously anticipate him still playing some checks, but raising sort of polar. He bets 175 on the flop. So I click it to, feel like I should maybe go smaller here, but I make it 500. Maybe some merit to give him a little bit more room, make it 450. But at the same time, if he does lose his mind and jam something like 9-10 suited with a backdoor, it's not that great for us that he has a bunch of equity and we run it. When we're at this point, I think 11 left, and he takes a little bit of time and folds, so we chip up to about 2.3 million. We're 10-handed just before the break here. I raise Jack 3 offsuit in the small blind because I'm a bad man, and he immediately jams on me. But there are a lot of short stacks, so I thought maybe I can apply some pressure. I want to play majority raise when I cover for bounty, but he punished me for getting out of line straight away. But that is the final table of the 1650 mystery bounty here in EPT Paris. There are 9 players remaining. Everybody has locked up 11,070 euro plus whatever bounties they have. Some people have about 50,000 euros. I have 5 bounties, 5 min bounties for 5,000. So a total of 16,070 euros locked up, 120k plus bounties for the win. We have 1.9 million coming back to 100k big blind with an average of about 2.2. So we're sort of middle of the pack. I think I would say we're probably 5 out of 9 players remaining but it's all to play for here in Paris. Okay, so final table starts, 9-handed. Very first hand, there's a shove blind v blind. 5s versus king 9, somebody busts out, or is left very short and then shortly after busts out, so we ladder up to 8th straight away. The first hand we play, we open in the cutoff with queen 10 offsuit. Chip leader in the big blind defends. Flop is deuce 3-4, which is quite scary for versus a big blind defense. He's going to make some pairs, he's going to make some straight draws. I have about 1.4 million back, and we've raised to 200,000 pre-flops, so there's like 600k in the middle, which is obviously like a very, very big part of our stack. He checks, I go for the 200,000 chip c-bet with the queen high, and he tanks a little bit. I'm begging him to fold. He folds, and we're off to a good start. We chip up. Obviously, this pot's very important because if he calls, there's nearly 1 million in the middle, and we only have 1.4 or whatever in our stack. So very good pot to win first hand. Next time we play, we are blind versus blind. I limp in with the 8-9 suited, 8-9 of clubs. He checks. He has me covered in chips. The flop comes ace, king, something, 2 clubs. I bet 140,000. He continues. The turn is a queen. I think I'm going to limp trap some aces. I think if he has like strong aces, he's mostly raising. Some of his weak aces, he's going to jam against me when he covers. So I think I have some asymmetry in my range. Like I have more aces than he's going to have. So I keep bluffing with my flush draw. I bet 340,000 on the turn with 9 high. And he very quickly folds. And we're 2 for 2 for pots played.
So far, so good at this final table. A few marginal spots, but our bluffs have gotten through and things could be about to pick up. Business is moving in the right direction. We have the queens, one of the premium hands in No Limit Hold'em. We put in the min raise, and almost immediately versus our cutoff open, the small blind announces re-raise to 1.1 million. Now, the reason he's leaving 200k back, if you want to get technical, is that if someone shoves behind, maybe he can fold and take a pay jump, because right now we're playing for some serious money. No one behind acts. It's back to me. Of course, I'm all in. I'm hoping to dominate some of his pairs. Obviously, a great opportunity to move towards the chip lead on this final table. But as I table the third best hand in No Limit Hold'em, I weep as my opponent coolers me with the pocket kings. 5 cards to come. We need help. We need that queen. But the flop just doesn't play ball. King, jack, deuce. We are all but dead. A queen is nothing but a needle on the turn. And our stack is absolutely destroyed. We're not out, but we are decimated. We are down to just 2 or 3 big blinds. And our final table is hanging by a thread. With our stack getting sent down to 4 big blinds, we've been put fully in the bin. We need to pick up a hand, and we need to pick it up fast. Luckily for us, the dealer delivers the sweet 8-8 under the gun just before the blinds hit. 120k big blind. We're all in. And of course, if we can get some action here, even if we could steal the blinds, this is playing as a very shallow final table. Any win here, and we are right back in the game. And we get more action than we might have expected. Not only do we get a call from middle position, the big blind then raises to 1.1, and middle position's going nowhere. We're playing 3 ways with an opportunity to triple up. Of course, we're not going to see the hands until the 2 players have finished their side action. So I'm sweating a flop. I want a nice low board, hoping my 8s still have a chance. Unfortunately, ace, jack, deuce right out the gate. And our opponent, who we played with quite a bit in Paris. In fact, we had a little bluff against him earlier on in the series. He's going to get vengeance, because having bet the flop, cleared out the 3rd player, he tables ace-9, and we've been flopped to just 2 outs. The turn is a deuce, the river a 10, and my fate is sadly sealed.
And that is all she wrote. So I don't know what I cashed for. I want to say 16,000 plus my 5,000 in bounties. So 21,000 euros sold, which is nice. Kind of saves my trip here in Paris. But obviously we're just shy of where the money got really, really good. 120k plus bounties up top. But we fall in 7th place. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. See you next time.
So another near miss in Paris, but a nice final table. Good to get close to a trophy on the European circuit. If you've enjoyed not only this vlog, if you haven't already, there's another vlog from Paris. The link to that is in the description. That's covering ourselves playing a $1 tournament all the way through to a 5,000 euro tournament. If you have been enjoying these vlogs, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. And coming up, the tour continues. We're headed to Dublin. We're headed to the Irish Open, where we're going to do battle with one of poker's biggest legends. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time.